All right, y'all. So you've made a roast in your crock pot, whether it's a pork roast or a beef roast. You cooked vegetables and it cooked for a long time and it smells so good. But what do you do with this liquid? So tonight I'm going to show you how to make a roux and how to thicken that liquid. My grandmother called it a thickener. When I told her it was a roux, she kind of laughed at me. Let me see that. Go. All right, so when it comes to a roux, you need equal parts butter to flour. You can use clarified butter. A lot of times if you read in a recipe, they tell you to use clarified butter. I've never used clarified butter in my roux, and I've been making a roux for a long, long time, so I just use whole butter. I'll go ahead and cut it up into pads so it melts a little bit faster. And then I melt the butter, then I add the flour. I let it cook for about 5 minutes or so to cook away that flour flavor, and then I add my liquid to it. So we're ready. So I take the liquid and add it to the roux after the roux is cooked for about 5 minutes. And I've got 1 part roux to 4 parts liquid. That's about my ratio. And I always reserve a little bit of the liquid so that I can always thin it out some if I need to. All right, so we're doing a little experiment. 1 stick is cut up and 1 stick's not cut up. Let's see which melts faster. So when it comes to making the roux, I like to use one of these. It's not a spoon, it's not a spatula, it's a flat spoonage paddle thing. And you can scrape with it. All right, so we're seeing which melts faster. It looks like the pads are gonna melt faster. So this is our roux, this is our thickener. We'll add the flour to this in a couple minutes and then we'll add the liquid to it. So this is the reason you cut up your butter. Look how fast that melted. Now we're going with a little bit of this. And then you just add your flour. Make sure you're stirring it to your butter. And scrape the bottom of that pan so it doesn't stick. Because any hot point like that, that's where it'll start to burn. And it's like magic. After 5 minutes or so, I'll add the liquid. I like to use this cast iron too because it really holds its heat nicely. And it's moving right along here. If we were to make a gumbo or something Cajun or something you needed a really dark roux, you would just keep stirring it and let it cook 20-30 minutes as you're stirring it. Now you can use all sorts of fats when you're making a roux. You don't have to just use butter. You can use olive oil, you can use bacon grease, renderings from different meats. Who made sausage gravy. But this is just butter and flour and it already starting to smell good. Gets a real nutty flavor to it. So we've got this liquid and look, it's liquid. Not thick at all. And I'm going to start ladling this in really slow and stir as I go. And then you stir and those lumps will start to this makes for a really silky gravy. So look at this. So that liquid from that crock pot, now look at this gravy. It is silky, smooth, full of flavor, and would be unbelievable on mashed potatoes or meat or whatever. We're eating this on a pork roast. That's it, y'all. Thanks for watching the video. Do me a favor, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Mash that subscribe button. If you ever have any cooking questions, give me a holler. I'm here for you. Appreciate you.